Hi, my name is Salwa Majoka, and I'm a Toronto-based author, illustrator, and artist for the animation industry that has worked on children's TV cartoons and film with a focus on paint and color. And Viewfinder is my first book.
I'm Christine Chung, and like Saul, I live in my home city of Toronto. I'm an author illustrator with Viewfinder as being my debut book as well. I've worked as a storyboard artist for the animation industry, and these days I'm teaching schools across the city, comic book club, and drawing and sketching.
So because Viewfinder is wordless, there was a fun opportunity to include hidden hints and messages in the artwork itself. As such, it would be really cool to hear a book club discuss some of the repeated symbols and visual metaphors that appear in the book and how they may be contributing to the overall themes of the story. And it would just be so interesting to hear the various interpretations between different readers, and also, it might be worth exploring for older readers as well.
So, Viewfinder at its premise can feel very apocalyptic. However, for the artwork and the story, me and Saul, we put a lot of effort towards making sure it was a place that would be inviting to our little astronaut and to our readers. And for a book club, I would have so many questions I'd love to ask, but I can't add them here without spoiling the story. So, generally, I would just be curious about our readers and how they felt towards the end of the book and how those feelings connect with their own feelings towards the world.
So I often find myself inspired to share with readers the things that fascinate me, or something I may have just learned that made me curious or surprised that I didn't know before. And I always imagine that if such things made me feel that way, there may be others out there that could feel that similar sense of fascination and intrigue with those things. So to be able to extend that to them feels like an exciting and amazing possibility.
So when it comes to my stories, I like being really investigative with them. Sometimes it starts with a cool concept and I start making a story around that. So it's just a cool opportunity for me to explore the world. Or sometimes it's just a question in my own life that I don't know the answer to yet. So I create a world around that. I'm always trying to figure out what the root of what people or humans really want. And I think if we can find that in our stories, we've truly made something compelling and lasting.
So libraries have always held this special place in my heart as being these peaceful, serene environments where I feel almost cradled by what seems like the stories and knowledge of the entire world in one place. So although I didn't actually read too much in my free time growing up, I always just really loved being in libraries. I even volunteered at my school library for most of the year when I was 10 years old. And it was as I got older that I realized that beyond libraries just being a very cool place to be, they're also this very wonderful and valuable existence in our world. And I'm a lot more appreciative and resourceful in regards to utilizing them and all that they have to offer. And a fun fact is that Viewfinder features a library as one of its locations, and it's actually one of my most favorite locations in the book. And I think that's the same for Christine as well.
So I have a lot of childhood memories in libraries. As a kid, my dad would take me every week to pick out all the books and DVDs I wanted, and my book bag would always be full, even though I knew I couldn't finish them all. And as a kid, I knew a room with books is just a wealth of knowledge and possibilities. But more importantly, I think it's important to just think that I knew that it was a privilege for mine to have. And I really believe libraries are one of the most important spaces that a society can have, because in just one space, it represents healthy discord, equality, the agency to speak knowledge. And I really hope that they'll always be around. And I think we'll fight for them as well. We should fight for them to be around.